So if you look at critics, they've actually argued that the coalition is a group of disgruntled party men. Talk about Peter Obi, Atiku, name them, David Mark, etc., and that they are not ideologues. They do not have clear ideology. So one thing is Dumebi Kachuku, who was a presidential candidate, former presidential candidate of that same party, saying that these people do not possess anything when it comes to transparency. And how do you think they can convince Nigerians that they are not angry, they are not disgruntled, they are actually coming for the purpose of good governance, and not as a group of the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Yes, of course, these are people who have same purpose, and their main purpose, as you can see, is to unseat the sitting president. And that is the main purpose. So they have a purpose, a well-defined purpose and interest. However, the issue that I may be concerned to talk about is what strength or what weight has that coalition to, what difference is going to make during the election that's coming in 2027. Having said that, it also perhaps, if I feel saddened in a way that right now, what we're talking about is 2027 election. I think Nigeria has, which is obviously 2 years or thereabout away from today. And we have many other pressing needs. Why are we so exerting our efforts so much on 2027 election now? Seeing how things are going in Nigeria, I think what we should focus on is, getting headway for the country in terms of security, in terms of economic issues, and probably support the president to harness his policies. And of course, I know that this coalition emanated from the aspect, the aspect that there has not been a viable opposition party in existence anymore, given that PDP has been in disarray, and Labour Party, which is a very young party, lacking, solid structure to be able to exert adequate opposition that could balance governance in Nigeria. Because the work of the opposition here in Australia, we call it, they form a shadow government. If you have Minister of Defense in the ruling party, in the opposition party, you have a shadow Minister of Defense who also try to make constructive criticism and make sure that the executive are navigating through the progressive path for the country. So I think I think this opposition is just because we have no viable opposition party. That's why they're now coming up to build a coalition, which for me is a kind of confusion and misguided effort for now, being that Nigeria needs more than that at this point in time.
Yeah.